First carbon-plated shoes came out in 2017. Since then, every shoemaker trying to come out with their own carbon-plated shoes. And Malaysia finally came out with one of the carbon-plated shoes. And this is spinsurge. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Karen from the Malaysia running YouTuber. Today we're going to talk about this special shoes. This is spinsurge, one of the Malaysia brand carbon plated shoes, and I'm very excited about this pair of running shoes because this is the homegrown pair of carbon plated racing shoes. Before we start, full disclosure, this pair of shoes is sent by Spin Malaysia for the purpose of review. During that time when they contact me, see whether I'm interested on this product. Yes, definitely I'm interested because of this is made in Malaysia product that I'm really interested to review on this product. But one thing, all this opinion on this video is my own opinion. And also one thing, if you're looking for a pair of running shoes that lightweight super shoes that is top brand overseas international like Nike, Vaporfly, Vaporfly, Metaspeed, if you're looking for that kind of video, maybe you can watch the other video because this video might not suitable for you. If you're still with me, so let's go with some specification. Let's start with some numbers of the shoes. For my size, US 11, the shoes weigh at 317 grams. And the heel and here, the step height is 35 millimeter, and the forefoot here is 25mm. Make the shoes 10mm. So because of the drop and has a very aggressive toe off, it make the shoes really aggressive, and the toe off sensation is very aggressive. For the upper, using the breathable mesh upper, you can see the shoes, there's a lot of holes on the upper for the maximum breathable. That's just nice for our Malaysia climate. For the form, using the super critical form. What I press and feel the form is feel like the EVA form. Moving to the outsole, you can see the green color. This is the green color, and on the back, this is the rubber grip. On the front, most of it is very protected on the forefoot up to the toe, and the back is protected from the side all the way to the heel. For the shoe geometry dimension, you can see there's a very steep up toe off area here. It makes the shoes really aggressive, especially when you're running fast. It has a very steep aggressive geometry. For the fitting, I recommend go for half size up, but I get US 11 and the toe box here seems like half size short over here, but I should get half size up from this size, so my toes have much more room over here because my toes is a bit long, so my toe have to crumble a bit at the front over here. But on my long run, on my run, it doesn't affect much because my toe crumble, so I need to wear a thinner socks. And the toe box here is not a very wide toe box, it's a normal cutting of the toe box. If you have a wide toe box, I think you should go for at least half size up for the shoes. For the arch here, if you're having a flat foot, medium arch or high arch, it's not an issue because most of the arch actually came from the inner sole. Once I take out the inner sole, and here, inside here, it seems like a really flat area over here. If you're having a flat foot, I think you can just remove this inner sole and change another a bit flat inner sole for the shoes that you can fit a bit nicely at the arch area. For the people who have a high arch or medium arch, maybe they can use it or they need to change either. So this changeable inner sole is very nice to suitable for different kind of people with different kind of arch. For the price, these shoes retail at 359 ringgit that you can get from their website or some of their shoe exports during the race pack collection. You can find the shoes at the race pack collection, or you can try at there. If you purchase online, definitely you can just go to the Spin website. If you don't know, you can just go to the Spin Instagram, then you will link directly to their website and you can purchase this pair of running shoes for you to try it out. The upper is a one piece of breathable mesh upper from the front all the way to the back of the shoes. There's a lot of ventilation holes. You can see there's a lot of ventilation holes that just nice for a climax. And these shoes come with two color, white color and a really highlight orange. For me, I prefer white color, so that's why I get this color. So they have some of the lime stripe, some oiling dot over here, and this is the Spin logo, a big slap on the outside of the shoes. Meanwhile, for the other side, there's no logo on the shoes. At the tongue here, there is a search name. This is the name of the shoe, search. At the tongue here, yes, you can see there's two hook over here. This actually is to hold the tongue together, so the tongue won't easily slip to left or right because they doesn't have any support like the gas tongue together, so it won't easily slip. If it doesn't have the gas tongue, the tongue easily slip left or right during our run. With the two hook over here with the lace together, it won't easily slip left or right. Have a runner knot over here, and the tongue is actually a racing type of tongue. It's really thin layer of tongue. It doesn't have any padding. Seriously, there's no padding on the tongue. That I really like this kind of tongue that doesn't have much cushion, especially on my fast day running shoes. And moving backwards, there's just a little amount of padding on the shoes. In the back here, this one I like it. That is the pull tab of the shoes. When I put my shoes, I just pull here and I can pull the pull tab and easily slip on to the shoes. Moving down here, there's a heel collar here, so have a very nice structure support on the heel collar. It gives a lot of support, especially the shoes having a 10mm drop. So we have like wearing a high heels, like 2-inch high heels, 10mm should be 2-inch high heels. So we have a very aggressive drop on the shoes. So the heel collar is really nice to support our ankle. Moving to the outsole, you can see there's two layers of the outsole. They're using the super critical form. When I press on here, it seems like EVA form that most of the running shoes using. For it is a really robust and really longevity and response form over here. It's not the softest form over here. It has some of the firmness on the form. It's not like those very super high-end form that really soft and plushy. For this form, it's not really, but it contains some of the plushness. You can see some of the softness, but it provides a lot of support, stability, and response for the shoes itself. Especially when we're having a lot of neck strike, you try to go faster with this pair of running shoes. And on the front, I said before, it has a very aggressive toe of 10mm drop with a very aggressive. For the insole, using a piece of high elastic form. Actually, it's a bit thick on the form going to the back. Actually, the back on the form is a bit of thickness and it's quite elastic and soft on the inner sole tongue. Yes, it's a bit flimsy, but there has a lot of form so that our feet really comfortable on the back. If you see on the inner sole, there's a drop from the front all the way to the back. If you see the inner sole on the back and in the front, there's a huge drop on the pair of shoes. So you can see the inner sole, actually there's a drop and there's a thick layer of foam that actually is quite comfortable. And you can see this area, there's a arch area here that the shoes really fit for the mid and high arch. And once we go to the bottom, you can see the carbon fiber plate. It's a full length carbon fiber plate. What I see from the structure over here, it seems like a spoon shape of carbon fiber plate. If you see the form over here, it seems like from here all the way down over here. One thing that these shoes remind me is with such a aggressive toe off, the high carbon fiber plate on the back and very down towards to the bottom of the shoes. And the whole shoes together with the inner sole is 317 grams. If you change the inner sole, because this pair of inner sole weighed at 45 grams, if you want to have an option with other inner sole, maybe you can save some weight from this pair of running shoes. But for the performance, I'm not sure yet, because most of the time I will run as is. For the outsole, for the grip of the shoes, the rubber, once the rubber started to break in, you can see some of the rubber break out from here. The first layer of the rubber, once they break off, then I can feel the grip. Once I get the shoes on my first run, once I get the shoes hit the road on my first kilometer, the grip is not really there because of the seal of the rubber. Once the seal of the rubber break off, the shoes, the grip starting to came alive. It's starting to grip on the road, the tarmac and the cement on the road. I did try to run on the grass. There has some grip of the shoes because you can see the grip actually is like a tip. So it has a lot of grip on the grass and the tarmac. For the rain, for the wet surface, I haven't tried it, but because recently it's very hot day, so I haven't tried the shoes on the rainy day. So definitely I will bring the shoes out for a rainy day and see how's the grip when it's wet. And the rubber cover most of the running pattern on the midfoot, forefoot, and heel strike. So whichever place that you land on the shoes, you have a rubber to protect your fragile form. Let's talk about my experience with the pair of running shoes. Right now, the shoes up to now is just only 20 kilometers. One easy run, one speed work only with this pair of running shoes. Because for me, where the shoes shine is the speed work time. Not really comfortable on my easy run that I go really slow because of the aggressiveness of the shoes. It's not really comfortable when I'm running around 6-minute pace or 7-minute pace. The shoes is not really comfortable for me because of the aggressiveness. When I land it, here okay. When I try to toe off the shoes, it's like boom, straight. You want to go for the next step because of the drop and the aggressiveness on the shoes. When I land, when I try to go to next step, it's like what I call is like a roller coaster. The shoes like so want to go for the next step. It's a fast shoes, even though it's on the heavier side, but it's a really fast shoes. On the easy run, I'm not really enjoy it, but when I bring the shoes up to pace, go for my tempo pace during that time is around 4:30. The shoes starting to came alive, and the shoes is really stable. Especially I'm going for some of the high speed corner. The shoes is really stable, not like some of the shoes that having a very high step height. When I try to stick some of the high speed corner, the shoes seems like wobbling because of the form. The shoes is wobbling, but for this pair of shoes, it didn't wobble. Once you land, it's very easy to propel me for the next step. This is my opinion. What Spin can do better on the next coming up generation carbon plated running shoes. First thing that came into my mind is the weight of the shoes. 317 grams for this pair of shoes for this price point of money. Actually, it's not bad. Actually, the shoes, the price, the weight, everything, more or less almost the same because we're paying 359 for this pair of shoes, weight at 317 grams. If they can reduce the shoes weight down a bit, then will be much more better because of the aggressive of the shoes. The shoes can go much more faster on the next step. So for especially during marathon, this pair of shoes will be shine at them, and also some of the shorter run. Maybe they can start to reduce some of the weight from this thing, because this thing insole weight itself already weight 45 grams. If they can reduce some of the weight from this one and put into the form, then will be nicer for the shoes. So which category these shoes will fall into? Daily trainer, speed workout, or race day? But one thing is, we cannot compare this pair of shoes with a lot of top brand. We cannot bring in like Nike Vaporfly or Vaporfly to compare with this pair that is cost 1000 plus. This is 300 something. First pair of running shoes, Malaysia brand in Malaysia. So for me, this pair of shoes easily fall into the speed day because of the aggressiveness that I really like about the aggressiveness, the toe off of the shoes. So for me, these shoes is easily fall at the daily speed training. So if you want to go for some tempo pace, some short bursts like interval, this pair of shoes is really shine at there. Or maybe you can bring out for some shorter race like 5 km or 10 km. We can bring this pair of running shoes for that category. For me, it's a bit slightly heavy for half marathon or full marathon. For shorter distance like 5K, 10K or some tempo workout, this pair of shoes really good at that area and very nice to train up our leg with this kind of weight and the aggressiveness of the shoes. Let's go with the buyer guide of this pair of shoes. Who should buy it? If you're looking for a first pair of carbon plated shoes, that you haven't owned any pair of carbon plated shoes, but you don't want to break your bank to get a carbon plated shoes that cost 1000 plus, almost 1000, maybe you can consider this pair of running shoes. Spinsurge, not really that heavy, and the response, the carbon plate, and the form actually is a really fun shoes to run with. And one thing, if you want to support local brand, definitely you should try this pair of running shoes. See how the shoes feel like and look like. Who should not get this pair of shoes? If you're thinking to get this pair of shoes and perform like Nike Vaporfly or Alphafly, definitely this pair of shoes is not suitable for you. Or you're looking with something lighter and super responsive super shoes, definitely this pair of shoes is not suitable for you. Which shoes that almost similar with this pair of shoes? For me, I'm just thinking of one pair of shoes that I used before. That is the Nike Zoom Fly 3 and 4. The shoes almost similar with the aggressiveness and the weight of it. Yes, it have the aggressiveness like Vaporfly or Metaspeed, but from the structure, from the design, from the weight itself, it's very similar to the old generation of Nike Zoom Fly, the Zoom Fly 3 and the Zoom Fly 4. It has the much more heavy on the bottom and really light on the upper, and the weight and the aggressiveness almost similar with these two pair of running shoes. So that's all on my first impression review on this Spinsurge. If you want to try a pair of carbon plated shoes and a brand from Malaysia, you can consider this Spinsurge. So that's all on the video. See you guys on the next video. Bye.